Hey there everyone, it's Matt, and from that inviting door, this is going to be an interior look at the new 2013 FRS from Scion. I've just taken a look at the exterior and I love it. I think it's the most exciting looking car in a while. I think all that you can do, you can see the full review that I've done, but right now we're going to take a look at the interior. And for that, I'm going to turn on the car because it's a little bit warm. This is a manual. Engine sounds pretty nice, but of course that's for another time.
I realize something else is melting. My heart.
Alright, so let's start with the basics. You have your basic, every Scion has it, Scion head unit by Pioneer. It has HD radio and Bluetooth. No controls on the steering wheel, but I think that's okay because this is a nice pure basic steering wheel, just because this is a base nice car. You can do whatever you want afterwards. You can change the steering wheel and do all you want, but it's fine as it is. The interior feels nice. This is the steering wheel you're probably going to be holding for a while if you choose to stay with stock. I like the juts. I like the stitching on this. This is not leather, but it feels great, and it's thick enough for, you know, racing use or everyday use. Not too thick. I like the vents on the top here, how they jut out. You can angle them any which way, and they're close enough where you're going to always be close to heat or coolness. You have your other vents on the side here, which you can close easily or open, and also adjust them. And these ones point at you really well, unlike other cars which I've seen that can only point at you at certain directions. So I like that. Moving down the center unit here, you do have your AC controls, your basic 3 clusters, configuration. See this in Yaris and other Scions. One of the things I don't find really attractive here, but you could change, like, because this is a Scion, is this. Looks very boring and orange and yellow, and I don't like it. Going down here, we have your MP3 player pocket. I guess you could use that for, or something else. And your USB and auxiliary ports for your MP3 players. Your stock shifter looks pretty nice. I mean, it's basic round. It's not overly round like the Mini Cooper has those overly round dials. It fits. It fits in the space where it's given. And of course, it feels very nice. Right here, you have your traction control button on and off, and your VSC Sport. Your handbrake, which is a very nice sturdy handbrake. Right here, I assume that you can put something there, but for now it's something for 1/4 or something like that. Right here you have your charger for anything you'd like to charge. I'd like to see that closer up here actually, but I don't think they had the space. But good that they have it. Coming back here, you have your changeable cup holders. You have your Scion pencil case. And the nice thing about this is you can put your phone or something here, but you can change this around pretty easily. You take it out, it's heavy enough where it doesn't slide around all the time, and you can have a big space here to put whatever you want. An armrest, anything. You can just push it back wherever you want it. Right here, this is hard plastic. I'm not sure if I'm a big fan of that. Let's say I'm putting my arm down here, which you're probably not going to be relaxing driving this car. You're going to want to push this to its very limit. But I don't like that it's hard here. I wish it was a little bit softer like they did with the material here. Going down the side door here, you do have hard materials here, but it looks very nice. And I'm going to let that pass. I like the chrome accent, but you can see it's already starting to get little fingerprint marks, and I say that's going to look dirty very soon. More red stitching, which I'm a big fan of, and nice soft material with a nice soft, not overly cushioned area. More hard plastic coming from here, and a different hard plastic here with nice little bumps. It does feel softer than this, so that's good. And your armrest, which is padded nicely. Moving down the side, you have your door handle. It's very solid, but you can see that there are gaps. And it's already starting to gap here too, so, you know, this is not the most expensive car, but You know, you get what you pay for in this case. Here you have your window auto all, which I love. Oops. And you have your controls over the other person putting their window down or up. You have your mirror adjusters here, which work very well. Twist, kind of light, but you don't need anything special on that. And I like auto windows, auto up and auto down. I don't like wasting my time at the very end of trips or beginning pushing my windows down or pulling them up. There is your trunk release, your lights, and here are your gauges. What do you think is going to be in the center? The speedo? No, the tachometer is in the middle. Your speedo is on the left side, and you have your information, fuel, and your engine temperature on the right. You do have a digital speedo right here in the center, which I think they're going to try and make you look at that instead. I don't know what to say. I think it's a little bit small if they want to force that on you, but whatever they want, you still have your traditional. So you really don't lose anything. Going over to the passenger side, you do have your glove box. Unfortunately, no top glove box, which I've seen from Toyota and Scion. I like the top glove box. This one does not have it. But I like the material. Even though it's hard plastic, it looks really nice, and it gives you a nice optical illusion of patterns, almost like snakeskin. So closing that up, a lot of nice options on here. Right now, as much as I don't like it, we're going to be moving to the back. I'm going to show you exactly how to get back there, and I mean, honestly, if you want to go back there, that's your choice. I'm not going to force it on you. But here you have your lever. Pull this up. I believe I need both hands for this. I'm going to put the camera down for a second. There we go. And there's your lead in to the front, which is very short. Very small. You can put this up, and of course that works out. So moving to the back, the seats all the way up, and your back seats are very bucket light with no bolstering on the sides. Material is pretty good, nothing special, but just putting this back and moving it back to where it needs to be, your legs would be crushed. You have no cup holders back here, and I assume that's why you have the movable piece where you can put it up front or put it back here. Still not my favorite back seat, and look how this jiggles. Nice cheap armrest here, because there's no armrest back there. These seats do fold all the way in, so you have a nice big trunk space. Only one pocket here, no pocket on the outside, but that's really all you have to do here. Nice speakers, again, no cup holders, but this is where you put people you hate, honestly, or the children, because look, they have easy access baby loops for a child seat. So right now I'm going to check back at the very last interior piece, which would be the trunk. I'm sitting back here before I go. Let's say the person is very short who's sitting up front and has the seat all the way here. I'd be okay with it. My head is touching the top, but I like the way that I can see directly above me. It gives me a sense of calm that one day I'm going to escape this tiny cell block and be free. So putting this back up, getting out as much as it hurts me, and putting this back. We are now going to check out the trunk. For a small car like this, it does have a nice sized trunk. There is your trunk button disabler, if you like it. It echoes really nicely in here, and you of course can't put something inside. There's your spare and all your tools. Pulling these two straps will disengage the back seat, and you can push it forward. It is very light, and if that seat was not in the way, it would fold flat, and you would actually get a lot of space out of this. Tinny sounding trunk, not tinny sounding hood. Don't know what that means exactly. But there it is flat. I'm going to show you back here. You get good space when this is folded flat, and that would be how I'd have it all the time. And I assume how a lot of people would have it. Because I would never use the back seats, ever. Not even if I needed to take somebody, I'd rent a car. But for that matter, if you're going to have this all the time, and I assume they think that people are going to have that down all the time, why wouldn't they do something for the trunk? I don't like looking at the wires or the white inside this. It doesn't look good. I wish they would change it and just put at least a piece of cloth over it, because they know that people are going to be looking at it. But for that matter, the rest of the car is very nice. The red car is my favorite as of right now, because the interior stitching matches the red perfectly. It would be nice if they could match the stitching to the car, but again, that's something that you could do on your own if you like that. I think they just think that red is very nice and aggressive for all the cars. So we're going to close that up. And now I'm just noticing that there's basically no headrests on this. I wonder if that's legal or not. But I'm sure they'll figure that out. So this has been a look at the interior of the 2013 FRS from Scion. A beautiful, beautiful car inside and out with entirely useless back seats. When I alter this car, I'm taking out the back seats and putting a giant sound system or refrigerator or something else, anything to make me forget that this has ever had back seats. So this has been Matt. Find me on WordPress, Facebook, and Twitter. Let me know how I'm doing, and I'll see y'all next time.